There is something deeply mysterious about the energy of a chosen one. These are not ordinary people. They are individuals whose lives carry purpose, whose presence carries weight, and whose words often resonate far beyond the moment they are spoken. When such a person is calm, their aura brings peace, clarity, and direction. But when a chosen one becomes angry, something far greater than mere emotion is stirred. Their spiritual atmosphere shifts, and an unseen but palpable force begins to move. People in the vicinity can feel it. The temperature of the room seems to change. The energy feels heavier, sharper, more electric. It's as if the very air itself becomes charged, mirroring the intensity inside them. This is not ordinary anger. This is spiritual anger, a force that unsettles darkness and awakens dormant power. Before we dive into the 9 scary things that happen immediately when a chosen one gets angry, let me invite you to become part of this growing community of spiritual awakening. If you are someone seeking wisdom, strength, and understanding, make sure you subscribe right now so you never miss messages that speak to your soul. And if this message has reached you at exactly the right time, when you needed it most, type 1111 in the comment section below as a sign of alignment and to receive divine blessings over your life. Now let's get into it. 1. The atmosphere around them becomes electrified. The first thing people notice when a chosen one is angry is that the very atmosphere around them shifts. It's not just a subtle change. It's as if the entire environment begins to respond to their inner state. Imagine walking into a room where the air feels thicker, where a low hum seems to vibrate just below hearing, and where even the faintest sounds seem to echo with meaning. This is how it feels when a chosen one's spiritual energy rises in anger. Conversations that were lively a moment ago begin to slow and then stop altogether. People instinctively step back, not necessarily out of fear but out of an intuitive respect for something larger than themselves. Even those who don't know the chosen one personally sense it, the same way animals sense a coming storm. This phenomenon is rarely tied to outward aggression. The chosen one may still appear calm, their face composed, their body language controlled. But beneath that composure, their aura is alive with a force that speaks louder than words. It's like standing near an active volcano that hasn't erupted yet. You don't see the lava, but you feel the power beneath the earth. This spiritual charge warns everything and everyone nearby that a boundary has been crossed, and something sacred has been provoked. In that moment, unseen forces begin to align with them, and the energy field they carry ripples outward like waves in water, touching everyone and everything in its radius. It's not a performance, it's a natural reaction of a soul deeply connected to its higher calling. 2. Hidden truths are suddenly revealed. Anger in a chosen one is rarely random or petty. It is almost always sparked by something deeply unjust: deceit, betrayal, manipulation, or hypocrisy. When such a trigger occurs, something extraordinary begins to unfold in the atmosphere around them. People who have been hiding their true intentions suddenly start to feel an inner pressure, like a spotlight is shining directly on their hidden motives. Words they had prepared so carefully to maintain their facade slip out wrongly. Their tone changes. Their body language betrays them. Secrets that were tightly locked away start unraveling like threads pulled from a garment sometimes, without the chosen one even asking a question. This is because the vibration of truth is activated within their anger. Their spirit becomes like a beacon of light in a darkened room, and anything that cannot withstand truth's intensity is revealed for what it is. This phenomenon isn't about intimidation, it's about alignment. The chosen one's energy aligns so closely with the principles of justice and truth that deception simply cannot stand in its presence. People may later say, "I don't know why I said that," or "I don't know why I confessed." But the truth is that the chosen one's anger acted as a spiritual solvent, dissolving the masks and making the hidden plain. In that moment, the chosen one becomes not just an observer, but a living instrument of revelation, bringing into the open what had been buried in shadows for weeks, months, or even years. 3. People around them become unusually uncomfortable. Another frightening effect of a chosen one's anger is the ripple of discomfort it creates in the people nearby. This isn't the kind of discomfort that comes from loud shouting or visible rage. It's deeper, almost cellular. Friends who were once bold and confident suddenly start hesitating, second-guessing their words before speaking. People who had been careless about their actions now feel as though they're walking on glass. Even strangers who know nothing about the situation sense that something powerful and unexplainable is present. This unease is not exactly fear. It is reverence, a subconscious recognition of authority. The chosen one's anger is not just an emotional state, it's an energy field charged with purpose. It carries the weight of their calling, the gravity of their spiritual assignment. Authority, whether spoken or unspoken, always demands acknowledgement. This is why even those who don't understand what's happening still feel compelled to be silent or to step away. The air feels different. Their hearts beat faster. Their minds race for explanations. In the presence of this kind of spiritual intensity, pretense falls away. People become aware of their own shortcomings, their own motives, and their own hidden thoughts. Some might start arguing among themselves out of nervousness, while others simply retreat in silence. In either case, the chosen one's anger functions like a mirror, reflecting back the truth of everyone's inner state. 4. Unexplainable coincidences begin to occur. When the anger of a chosen one rises, it's not just people who respond. Life itself seems to shift. Things that normally behave predictably begin to act strangely. Electronics flicker for no apparent reason. Lights dim or flash as though the current has been disturbed. Outside, the wind may pick up without warning, stirring leaves or rattling windows. Animals become restless, dogs pacing, birds scattering, cats staring into empty corners. Objects that have been still for hours suddenly move or topple without cause. None of this is because the chosen one is consciously doing anything. It is the effect of their heightened energy resonating with the world around them. The veil between the physical and spiritual realms feels thinner in those moments, as if reality itself is bending to accommodate the vibration of their soul. People nearby often describe it as eerie or even terrifying, like stepping into a scene where the ordinary rules no longer apply. Yet for the chosen one, this is simply a byproduct of their alignment with forces larger than themselves. Their emotional state is so intense, so focused, that it seems to draw in or disrupt the subtle energies of their environment. These coincidences are not random. They are signs, signals that something deeper is at work. And though the chosen one may not control these effects, they recognize them as a reflection of the power flowing through them in that moment. 5. Their words gain unnatural weight. When a chosen one speaks in anger, their words become something far more potent than ordinary speech. A sentence uttered in a calm but firm tone can feel like a decree, like something that echoes not only in the ears, but in the very souls of those who hear it. People remember these words for years, sometimes decades, as if they were etched into their minds. This isn't because the chosen one is trying to be dramatic or prophetic. It happens because their anger is fused with their spiritual assignment. In those moments, they are not merely expressing frustration, they are channeling divine justice. The tone of their voice changes, resonating with a steadiness that cannot be dismissed. Even when their words are measured and few, they carry the weight of mountains. It's as though the universe listens in when they speak, amplifying the impact. People may later realize that what was spoken over them came to pass, not because the chosen one cursed or blessed them deliberately, but because the chosen one's words were aligned with truth at a higher level. This is why their remarks feel like prophecies rather than comments. Even those who don't believe in spiritual matters cannot shake off the gravity of what they've heard. It lingers, echoing long after the moment has passed, reshaping decisions, altering courses, and sometimes shifting destinies. 6. Emotional shifts spread like a wave. The emotional state of a chosen one has always been influential. But when they are angry, this influence amplifies into something undeniable. Their energy does not stay contained within them. It radiates outward like ripples across a pond, touching everyone in their proximity. People nearby suddenly feel emotions that are not their own: anxiety, restlessness, or even irritation. Some start arguing among themselves without knowing why, while others feel their hearts racing, as though they've been thrown into a situation they cannot fully understand. This is because a chosen one's anger doesn't just stay personal. It awakens dormant emotions in others, pulling unresolved tensions to the surface. It's like a mirror being held up to the collective subconscious of the room. Those who have been suppressing guilt, fear, or resentment suddenly feel it bubbling up, unable to hide any longer. This can make the atmosphere almost unbearable, as though everyone is forced to confront the very things they've been running from. For some, this moment is cleansing, a sudden release of pent-up feelings. For others, it's unsettling, even terrifying, because they are not ready to face their inner truths. The chosen one does not do this intentionally. It is the nature of their presence, magnified by the fire of their anger. They carry a spiritual authority that does not allow shadows to remain comfortable. As a result, the emotional environment around them becomes charged, volatile, and transformative. People either leave shaken or leave changed, but no one walks away unaffected. 7. Darkness feels threatened and retreats. Chosen ones are carriers of light, and their very existence disturbs the comfort of darkness. But when they are angry, this disruption doesn't just intensify, it becomes almost unbearable for anything rooted in malice or deceit. People who harbor ill intentions toward them suddenly find themselves losing confidence. Their plans crumble in their hands. Words they meant to use as weapons come out powerless or backfire altogether. Even without lifting a finger, the chosen one's anger acts like a spiritual defense mechanism, scattering negative forces that dare approach. It is as though their anger flips a hidden switch in the spiritual realm, activating a shield of divine energy that pushes back against everything not aligned with truth. This is why people with secret agendas often avoid confronting a chosen one in their anger. They sense that what they are facing is not just human intensity, but something larger, something backed by a higher authority. Spiritual forces of darkness, too, seem to retreat in these moments. Environments that once felt heavy or oppressive suddenly feel lighter, as if unseen battles are being fought and won instantly. The chosen one's anger becomes a weapon of light, cutting through lies, dismantling manipulation, and forcing everything false to scatter. Those with pure hearts may not feel threatened by this energy, but those with ill motives cannot withstand it. Their own inner shadows quake in the presence of such truth-infused fire. In this way, the chosen one's anger doesn't just protect them, it cleanses the environment, driving out forces that had no right to linger there in the first place. 8. Their energy can shift outcomes instantly. Another unnerving aspect of a chosen one's anger is its ability to affect outcomes in ways that defy logical explanation. It is as if their very energy acts as a lever on reality, rearranging events to serve justice or protection. Situations that seemed certain suddenly change course. Deals collapse unexpectedly. Opportunities that others were counting on close without warning, while unexpected doors open in places no one anticipated. People around them make abrupt decisions they had not even considered before. It's as though time itself bends slightly to align with the vibration of their soul. This doesn't mean the chosen one consciously manipulates outcomes. It is the spiritual authority within them responding to their state of being. When they are angry, their energy field resonates so strongly that it disrupts the ordinary flow of circumstances, pushing them into new alignments. Sometimes the effects are immediate, other times they reveal themselves days, weeks, or even months later. But the impact is undeniable. Those who stand against them find their plans unraveling. Those who stand with them discover unexpected blessings or breakthroughs. This phenomenon often leaves people in awe, saying things like, "Everything changed after that moment," or "It was as if fate shifted." In reality, It is not fate randomly changing, it is the chosen one's divine energy influencing reality itself. Their anger becomes a catalyst for divine justice, closing paths that should never have been open and creating pathways that lead to truth and protection. The chosen one may not always recognize the full extent of these shifts, but those around them cannot ignore it. 9. They enter a state of divine clarity. Perhaps the most profound and intimidating thing that happens when a chosen one becomes angry is that they enter a state of divine clarity. Unlike ordinary anger, which clouds judgment and fuels impulsive decisions, the chosen one's anger does the opposite. It sharpens their mind, heightens their intuition, and clears away all distractions. Suddenly, they see situations exactly as they are, without the illusions, lies, or emotional fog that once clouded the truth. This clarity makes them incredibly decisive. They know what must be done, what must be said, and what must be cut off. It is as if their higher self takes full control, guiding their thoughts and actions with precision. In this state, hesitation vanishes. Boundaries that were once difficult to enforce are set firmly and without apology. Manipulators lose their grip, because the chosen one sees through every tactic. Betrayal is no longer confusing, because they recognize it for what it is. Even their body language changes, radiating authority and purpose. This is not just reaction, it is execution of their calling. Divine clarity allows them to move beyond emotion into strategy, beyond hurt into action. And when they speak or act from this state, it carries the undeniable presence of truth and justice. People often describe such moments as chilling, because they sense that what is happening is not ordinary, it is sacred. In these moments, the chosen one reveals the full depth of their spiritual authority, leaving no doubt that they are not acting on human anger alone, but under the weight of divine guidance. The anger of a chosen one is not something to take lightly. It's not a random burst of emotion, it's a sacred signal that something in the spiritual or moral order has been disturbed. When it's activated, the aura of the surroundings shifts, truth comes to light, and even unseen forces respond. This is the Chosen Seer channel. If you're listening to this now, it's because this message found you at the perfect time. Make sure to subscribe for more powerful insights, and don't forget, if this resonated with you, type 1111 in the comment section below to align yourself with divine blessings and protection. Thank you for watching.